but they face some difficulties. How would you take up this challenge? So I would always be interested, academically interested. I was always like that from India, that I would always read up way in advance about any organization or any institute that I would like to be a part of.
So this was part one of the video where Yagnit speaks about these challenges. In the part two, we are covering about University of Vienna applications, application process, and university rankings. So click here to watch the second part of the video. What was the application requirements from starting to ending? What was the process?
Yeah, so basically, so you go on the university website, and that's your space, you create your account, and then I was asked to provide my documents like language requirements. So actually, it was not required for me because I studied in a Jesuit institute. So for me, the letter from the St. Xavier's was enough, but I went one step ahead and I gave files and I uploaded it, and every document had to be apostilled except the IELTS certificate. So they needed 12 school leaving certificate. Then they also needed mark sheets, transcripts, and transcripts of all degrees, and also for me, the best part was that they didn't require any letter of recommendations nor a motivation letter, but I already prepared it, So I would say if you're aiming for botany, then it's a relatively easier master's to get in, but once you get in, it's very complicated to stay in that master's because it's very, very challenging and very competitive.
Yeah, I can understand. Even like this is
So because botany,
yeah,
molecular biology, dear friends, it's not, I'm not saying don't, it's not a joke to study because everybody can study, but like there's so much competition for research, like sometimes you don't get funding, sometimes you get funding. If you get it, you have to share it sometimes. Then there are a lot of collaborations that you have to do, and it takes time, and it's basically, to be in this field is very, very difficult. It's not very easy, and only a Lionheart will do it.
and once you uploaded the TC, your bachelor's and your bachelor certificate, apostille, and everything, how long did the university take to reply you back?
Oh, for me, it was just a matter of like week, because for all of my friends, they got like, hey, you have to complete like 10 credits of courses because you don't have this courses and that courses. But for me, the good part was that I already sent my CV because I had developed like almost near personal relationship with my course advisor. We used to talk a lot about like mutual interests and like a lot of research papers which he used to write, and I always used to share my views and ask him for more help with regards to his research, what I could do, what are the research collaborations. And then I sent him the CV, and I was accepted with 100%. Like I didn't have to take any introductory courses. And I also because it was partly because of I did courses abroad and I was always already exposed to the techniques.
So usually before the final offer letter, before the final admission letter, students are required to complete introductory courses, which are they uploaded online on the website and they need to
Regarding this, I have really, really no idea. Because I was not exposed to all this, because and the thing is, botany, and people would be like, we want to study computer science, we want to study banking, finance, and who studies botany? But then, so I was not finding any, it was very difficult for me to find Indians, studying this course. So I was in contact because I already knew a lot of people through collaborations, not through collaborations, but through LinkedIn and social networking. that I was already being added to the group once I got my acceptance letter of my master's.
Okay. So, what documents did you need? Like, I
So for me,
yes, like the 12th certificate, bachelor certificate.
yeah, so you need like 12th course, 12th school living certificate. Then you need a mark sheet of 12th standard. Then you need your bachelor's, all the years transcript and this degree certificate or provisional degree certificate. And then you need all your language certificate if you have given any exam, or your MO medium of instruction letter from your university in India, and that's it. I was not asked anything else.
And your CV.
Yeah, it was not required, but
Okay.
I still did it. Yeah.
Okay.
See, because the thing with botany is not a lot of people want to, see, that's what I'm telling you. There's a lot of bias in.
And for the visa requirements, what were the documents that you showed? How much funds were you required to show?
So regarding the funds, well, see, like I'm really, really thankful to my family members. They didn't allow me to interfere in this. Like they didn't let me know. They did all the process. Like my job was just to go there and just to present, and everything was done arranged by them. Really, really no idea.
Okay. Do you know about the tuition fees in University Vienna?
Yes. So for me, if you have a proof that you're disabled, then it's free. Education is free for me in the whole European Union. But for other students, you have to pay around 750 or 800 euros. I have really no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually 750 euros per semester.
Yeah, but it still differs.
Okay. And so how did you manage your living expenses?
Well, it was very difficult, but yeah, I mean, I tried my best not to spend on expensive things, and I had like supportive friends here and supportive people, especially like my close friend Luca Latman. He's from Germany, and then I had a very, very good friend. I still have, we like, our like my community people, Indian people would say it's difficult to travel with you, but I'm proud that I have her as one of my, like a friend whom I can share my bad times and good times, even at midnight, even at the stroke of midnight. I can share anything I want. She's from Poland, so I would like to thank, from this video, like, thank you so much, Ola, like we call her Ola, Alexandra Prus.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for whatever you have done, to me. And I hope that our friendship grows stronger and stronger from here. We write a new chapter in our friendship. Because of her, I have no problems. I have inclusive people. I have traveled like across everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I have traveled a lot. And because of them, we settling in Vienna and budget planning and all this was not at all a problem to me.
That's really kind of Ola. It's really kind. The friends we get here like make us so evolved, and we learn so much from them. And
yes, that's true. You learn so much from them, and like that's what like, and not only European friends, I have friends from Middle East as well. When we talk, like thank you so much, whenever they are, like they are in my dorm. So like Farid and Mustafa from Syria, they always helped me to grow and grow ever in my life. They made me more of a, they changed my personality. In the beginning I was very timid, oh my gosh, I used to be scared. Like, no problem, don't be scared. If you're not doing anything wrong, you don't need to be scared. Then I started going out, I started enjoying, and that's how I am here. I hope I'm doing what a normal person is doing in
it's
terms of
commendable.
academics.
It's commendable what you are doing. It's really commendable. Your journey is so inspiring.
Yeah. I hope it inspires more science, more students to take up science, and it's so sad, when I look at European students here, they're like, we do want to study science, but somehow, we don't have supportive faculties, we have the infrastructure, but we don't have people to use the infrastructure to expose us to this infrastructure. Most of the things we cannot afford ourselves. It's very difficult.
Did you find some resources which made your experience, or a community which made your experience smoother and better living in Vienna?
Yeah, so I really liked the initiation of a group like, Indian students in Austria, so which I also took it forward 2 3 days ago, and I'm glad that, through this it motivated me to make a students community in Sweden. So I'm working on that, and I really liked how Indian students in Austria, I was yeah, obviously everybody has a different feeling at the end of the day, but at least they gave me a good platform on which I could, base myself here.
And do you have like an estimated budget about the living expenses and the...
Yeah, so it really, really, really depends. So sometimes I use more, sometimes I use less. It depends.
Yeah, but
Really depends.
like
Estimated, I will not be able to tell because it really, really depends how. Sometimes I would like, some months I would like to travel a lot, some months I would like to be studying a lot. So I would say around 650, 700, 750
yeah,
euros is the most.
mainly like covering the accommodation and the grocery expenses
Yes.
and the transportation. It
Yeah.
comes to around, like, it at least comes around 600, 700 euros.
Yes, absolutely.
And do you have any tips to give for managing finances as an international student?
Don't spend too much on the things that you don't need, like once you are having a job, you can do it, but if you don't need it, don't buy it, like if you just buy how much ever you want. Like, for example, in India, we have our parents, so we could just say, hey mom, give me like, how much? Give me 10 euros, 20 euros I need to spend here, there. Yeah, but here you really need to think what you are actually doing.
And if there were advices that you would like to give to yourself before starting this course in molecular biology, what would that be?
Okay, so basically, I would be like, never be overconfident of yourself. Even if you know more, there are people who know more than you. Even if you read like 2 papers, there might be people who read 10 papers a day, and they will be more updated. Never underestimate your group mates. Always be collaborative, and with collaboration as a center point of your work plan, because you have to have collaborative skills. If you are not going to collaborate, you cannot survive in the scientific domain. You cannot do everything by yourself.
Yes. And do you use particularly some apps which are helpful or which helped with your studying in University of Vienna? Apps or software, books?
So I would usually use research papers because I believe that primary literature is what is very important, because without primary literature you cannot, books will give you a general overview. So for example, if I want to do molecular biology of plants, I would go through like a book called by Buchanan DTL. It's called Biochemistry and Molecular Biology of Plants, 2nd edition, and or I would rather I am not a person who would use AI or ChatGPT or something like that. I would always read out papers.
Okay. And finally, any advices that you would like to give to the international students who are considering to study in University of Vienna?
Yeah, with regards to biology, with regards to botany, I would say botany is, people say, plant biology is dead, this, that. I would say plant biology was the future before as well. It was important, it is important, and it will be important. So we all have to come together. We have to understand the importance of plant biology, and we have to advocate to the people, For example, we have to advocate, this is now, related to CRISPR-Cas9, these are big issues in the EU. We have to be vocal about it. We have to be, we have to, our research should not just affect the big institutes or the farming companies, but our research should be, should give new life to the farmer who is in the most underdeveloped country of this planet Earth. That should be the research goal. And when you come to the University of Vienna, you should always be one, you should not expect that every time you will be helped. You should always do self-study and read and read research papers, please. Because I see a lot of Indians, a lot of international students, they struggle because they can't read research papers. They say it's boring to read. It's like, I'm not able to understand, but always develop a habit that I will read at least 2 to 3 research papers a day. And it's not impossible.
Right. And with this, we are about to end this video. And there was so much of knowledge and inspiration that you gave to that upcoming students would be glad to have this knowledge. So thank you so much for that and sharing your journey here on this channel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thankful to you, Apeksha, for inviting me here, and I was able to help, I hope this video helps. And thank you to all my dear friends who are here in Austria, my relatives in India, my family, my friends in India, my parents, my faculty right from my preschool to my bachelor studies, and my professors at the University of Vienna, and my professors, global faculties all over the world who have shaped my personality and made me the person I am today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.